Good morning, darling.
Good morning, my love.
How are you?
I'm happy because I've just been loving this series of MAFS.
I am addicted.
I'm so addicted.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
Like, we've even moved our recording time to record this sooner than we usually do because we're so addicted to it. Like, it's so addictive and amazing.
It's just bringing me back to the good old days.
Why we did this? Do this in the first place?
It just reminds us why we did it.
You forget every time. Yeah, reminds me when we want to commit ourselves to this job because it means so much to us. You forget when you watch MAFS UK. We still get caught up. The same cycle happens every fucking year where you think, we'll do both. And then it just, anyway, blah, blah.
MAFS UK puts you off. Yeah, this is the best. Having a podcast is choosing MAFS every day.
I have so much to say.
Oh my God.
So much to say.
So we're talking about week 2, episodes 5, 6, 7, 8.
Boot scooting baby, driving me crazy. So we've had a couple of weddings, right?
We've got Stella and Filip.
Yeah.
Who you said Filip's head looks like an F, the shape of an F, and his name also starts with F, so that's helpful.
That was meant to be on our own time. I don't want body shaming on the podcast, but also I'm correct.
And I'm so sorry, but I can't remember her name. I've just called her bisexual in my notes.
I don't remember her name.
Bisexual and Grayson.
Okay. Should we talk about them? Because
or
is this too soon?
No, we should. Let's talk about them, but let's talk about the wedding first because
of course. There's nothing else to talk about. That's the predominant thing. So
their wedding was so much more beautiful than anyone else's wedding.
The full MAFS budget went on that. That's why no one could go. That's why only one couple went to Fiji.
Yeah.
Because everyone else was in Australia because they blew the budget on fucking doing it in the Sydney Opera House.
Which was so cool. All the very chic yellow only flower decoration.
That. Yeah.
And they just also showed us, maybe because of what we're about to discuss, they showed us so much of that wedding in episode 5.
Yeah.
And made it seem so romantic. They seemed to genuinely have an amazing connection.
They had a beautiful connection. I was like, they are in love.
Yeah.
This is true love. I really like what was so funny is they were really amping up we've searched everywhere, men and women, to find her perfect match, and it transcends gender, and it's just they've put so much emphasis on it that it kind of unravels that they don't put that much effort in with the other contestants. Do you know what I mean? It made it
do you not do that with the rest then?
Yeah, because you should be doing that with the rest. Not that you have to look across gender, but the way that they kind of made it really seem like they were trying harder than ever to find her perfect match.
Yeah. I don't know why they had to make such a big thing about her being a bisexual.
Gave her a man.
Yeah, not that makes her not a bisexual, obviously, but it was
not what I was saying. But
no, I'm saying that's not what I was saying.
Yeah,
but these two lesbians are being very careful to not do bi erasure.
But I'll tell you who's not being careful at doing bi erasure: MAFS Australia. Where has she gone?
We after the wedding, we haven't seen them at all.
They slept in separate beds.
Yeah, need to know more about that. We only got a tiny snippet of their honeymoon.
A fraction of their honeymoon.
And every time they barely show them in all of the other episodes, but when they do, it's never with audio. It's just an image of them reacting to something.
Them smiling or getting a little bit dressed.
Yeah. We didn't see them do the photo ranking.
Yeah, we saw nothing of them in Revelations Week. We didn't see them talk about their spouses. Yeah. In front of everyone else.
Yeah, because in red flag, green flag game.
Yeah, because it got to the final couple and they were like, the red flag, green flag thing is coming to a close. Our final couple up is, and I was like, they haven't had them.
It's really weird. What is going on? Something fishy's going on. When we saw them not staying in the same bed, I'm confused by it because they
having
seemed
romantic
more
kisses.
even though they just were having kind of pecks, but they seemed more physically intimate in how they were just kind of leaning on each other, and like it was like they'd been together for ages at the wedding.
There was like a comfortability with their physical touch, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
and I do remember her saying like didn't pressure me, and he was the pace that he was going at was really nice. So maybe she has got an anxiety around intimacy.
Yeah.
That's what it's maybe seeming like is happening, but
it's very unusual in MAFS for someone's insecurities to not be honed in on
Exactly.
and maximised.
Exactly. So then
So I'm like,
thinking,
how have they gotten here?
has she had, or have one of them had complaints about the show since, and they're like trying to edit them out slightly?
Oh, yeah,
like
maybe.
it can't just be editing. It's
I think
weird.
they do that. It'd have to be after, because it's too confusing.
It's really weird. And then she was doing the ecstatic dance, and I thought, this is another string to the bow. Maybe she's in a funny cult.
Could be. She
doesn't want to shag. She must be in a cult. That's not what I mean. But it's
She
just
doesn't want to shag this lovely man.
it's just not adding up.
It's not adding up.
And he does seem really lovely.
Don't trust him. Too good looking. Why is he single?
Yeah, that
Seems like a catch. Why is he single?
that element is confusing. But I guess he's been single for 3 years. He did have a partner.
Yeah.
Like, maybe
I
he
just find
just-
it hard because I'm like, there are so few good men that I don't believe there's any.
But maybe he was with a shit woman.
Very few of them. And all of them seem to be on MAFS Australia. Not her. I'm saying the other women.
I don't know. It's weird.
They also did some really dodgy editing, didn't they, at the wedding? When she was telling him that she was bisexual, he was like,
Oh yeah, you could tell that expression was from a completely different
yeah,
moment.
she was blah, 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 after she's just said, I'm a bisexual, and then it was his face. Like, do better.
His shocked face. I mean, he was stoked. But it was making me laugh. He was trying to be very mature while his bro friends were behind him.
Yeah.
And they were obviously
They were
all
like,
oh my God, she's had sex with a lady before.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But I mean, I think
a lady.
he just seemed happy about it, which is nice.
That is nice.
I don't think it was in too much of a lascivious way, really. Lascivious.
What does that mean?
Corrupt and kind of sexually
Deviant.
gross.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Anyway, we need to know what's going on there. Anyone got any theories? Let us know, because something's up.
But also don't let us know if you actually know the answer.
Oh yeah, true. Only know
If you
completely.
actually know the answer, don't tell us, because we want to discover it. But if you've got theories and you're on at the same point as us,
Uninformed, blind theories.
blind theories only. It's annoying, isn't it? Because I'm just gonna sound like an old person. Everyone's on TikTok, but they are, and then you get things that you don't want to see.
I know.
Very frustrating. Anyway,
So the other couple, the final couple that got married,
yes,
Stella and Filip. And I wasn't really a fan of them at first, but my feelings towards Stella have warmthened.
I think I like Stella. She seems sweet.
You didn't at the first.
Did I? I didn't like her style, and I didn't like her friends.
I think we
I
were
don't- I
just
didn't
like,
think I had a problem with her.
these guys seem boring.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't saying I want to be her best friend, but I don't dislike her.
No, but now I think she seems, well, yeah, we'll get to that point.
Yeah.
The contrast in aesthetic of their wedding and the Sydney Opera House wedding.
Yeah.
Their wedding felt like something out of The Godfather, but like a kind of
Hell one.
like London Dungeons version. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
hired gangster actors.
Hectic. I was saying to you,
Horrible
'cause
drapes
she
and the
had
dark
loads of-
everywhere.
yeah, she had loads of strange friends.
Her friends were
meddling,
awful.
awful friends.
Which made me think she must be awful, but I think I was wrong.
My theory about that is that because she moved over 9 years ago, like, she would have not gone to school, not gone to university here. She would have just gone straight into a job, and they seem like work friends.
Yeah.
And they are overstepping the mark. That woman, the mama bear, she just wants her screen time. She doesn't care. And she was, oh my God, when she was talking to Filip and saying, I know you're angry.
I can tell you're getting really worked up. Oh my God, look at you. You're so upset
You're so
right
worked
now.
up. You don't have to tell me. I can see it. And he was being so unbelievably calm.
It's true. Actually, I think we started to maybe like him a bit then because I was like,
then, yeah.
how is he responding to this in this way?
He's being so neutral and just like, I'm not actually worked up. You're making that up. You're putting that on me. Don't tell me how I feel.
Yeah, it was almost impossible to respond calmly to that because it was so annoying, and he managed to somehow.
And then she did that thing where she was like, now breathe.
Oh, that woman is so annoying.
That woman is awful. And he would say, she just had no points. I don't know what she was trying to say. And then she was like, everyone's opinion is valid, sir.
No, they're not.
Sir.
Not if it's a horrible racist opinion.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
And then she had that other friend, Billy or something, who decided...
No, Giuseppe. That's where the gangster film... That's where the mafia link comes in. Giuseppe, who... couldn't tell if was gay or not. You thought yes? I thought maybe metrosexual.
I don't know, but he needs to butt out. And I understand.
Yeah.
I do understand the worry around the YouTube thing, but also like I don't think the fact that he sells stuff online, like has an online business, is in this day and age, like everybody does.
Yeah, and he also said something like someone at some point, I can't remember if it was at the wedding or if it was a later point, they were like, you're trying to like boost your massive following, and he was like, I don't have a massive following, which is very sweet because when I saw the clips of his YouTube video, he wasn't wrong. There was like, he had very low views. So it's like quite sweet. And I guess also he was just trying to announce his entrepreneurial nature.
He's just a boring man. He was like, I need to tell her about my coaching business.
And also like, I think if you're really sincere about coming on this show, I think an element of it is a bit of exposure. Loads of people go on it for exposure.
Yeah.
But I think you can do it with the right intentions with a little bit of exposure would be a
added
nice
bonus.
bonus. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I just really believe their chemistry. And
Me
I think
too.
it's really nice.
Oh my God, all the girls at the thing.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in more depth, but the way they were saying, I think it's fake.
Yeah.
I was like, eh? And didn't they say it was a showman's? Didn't Brooke say that's a showman's?
Yeah.
I don't see that at all. They are
No.
all over each other, but like...
Because we didn't have an argument at that point 3 weeks in.
I mean, if I can just quickly touch on Brooke and Gia, it's obviously jealousy.
Yeah.
Like, you wish you didn't have that many red flags, Brooke.
Brooke, what has happened?
I
were team
loved
Brooke.
I was like, Brooke, I want to be your friend. You are amazing.
Yeah, she seemed level-headed.
Yeah.
Intelligent.
Yeah.
She was sticking up for other women.
Yeah.
I was so happy with how appalled she was at, can't remember her husband's name.
Chris,
that sounds right.
Yeah.
At Chris's video saying that he hates fat people and stuff. And then she turned into a monster after a couple of wines.
Couple of Proseccis. And
It was mad.
And she was getting really annoyed at Alyssa for talking too much, but then spoke over every single person that spoke.
Yeah. I'm really surprised she decided to team up with Gia and like...
That was nasty behaviour.
Yeah, and then to...
Say we're girls. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, so, okay, let's just talk about it. Bloody miserable Mel was going on about how...
oh my God.
What's her husband called? Luke. Was going on about how Luke is making her life a living hell and
Girl,
being horrible to her.
shut up.
And like, I feel like what she's been putting him through is... I can't imagine how horrible that would be to feel like someone is so disgusted by your presence that you can't even like say a single word.
He
like,
looks so defeated and he looks like he's going to cry all the time.
Obviously he's been being really awkward, but that's because you can't just speak into an empty room. I don't know. She gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
And Stella they've all seen them together already. So they've already seen Stella neglecting him. Sorry.
Oh no.
They've already seen Mel neglecting him. So Stella has some information that she's working with. And she didn't even say like, no, I think you're Also, Gia and Brooke were shouting at people the whole time, and then they shout at Stella for just saying maybe it needs to be 50-50 and you need to work together. Like, what the hell?
And they're like, how dare you? We support women. No, what are you talking about?
Saying you're a girl's girl, Stella's not a girl's girl.
After you just slagged off Alyssa, told Stella she was fake, told someone else they're fake, kept talking about Beck behind her back. I'm like, you have displayed nothing to represent girl's girl.
You're picking on a girl. Like, they were picking on Stella.
Yeah.
Singling her out.
Yeah.
They think they're a
being
girl's girl.
xenophobic.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And they think they're a girl's girl. They're girls because the two of them have just like decided to link arms with each other. That is not how it works. It's just so obvious that because Stella likes her boyfriend and probably wants to hang out with him more than other horrible girls, and they're having issues with their shit men.
And Brooke knows she shouldn't be in this anymore because of the way her Chris is.
That was just, and Stella, that's why I like her now, because she dealt with that again. Her and Filip both deal with awful
conflict really well,
situations really well. Even though she said like, I'm really feisty, it wasn't like she rolled over, but she just, I guess
she knew she wasn't going to get anywhere with having that argument, and it would only exacerbate like television drama.
Yeah, and she didn't say like, oh, I was so wrong for saying that. She said, sorry that I made you feel like that.
Yeah.
Which was a good way to diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
And she like held her own, and then she told the camera, I felt a bit attacked. Which she totally was.
Mel, there's something going on. I don't know what the fuck.
Freaks me out.
It's because she's doing that thing where she's like saying, I'm not a psycho, I'm not a stalker, but I am, but they don't know it. And I'm like, okay, weird. Why are you playing that up? But then also, she just seems so devoid of any emotion. Anything we ever saw of her asking for was literally just for a man who does boy jobs, and she wants a Ken, and she's a Barbie, she wants a romance, blah, 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 blah. Like, nothing of weight.
Yeah.
Nothing. No, I can't hear any values that have actually have any meaning that she's looking for. I feel so bad for Luke that he's been lumped with her.
It's awful.
And at the end of the day, the producers have just really fucked this one up by doing that walking down the aisle thing.
Yeah, they really have.
Because she can't even look at him now.
No, she can't come back from it. Because I guess like when she's saying, I want to be in a rom-com and stuff, like
that is rom-com behaviour.
Thing, you could never be in a com. Where's the com coming from? You've got to open up the opportunity, trip over something, have a little giggle.
Yeah.
Like, how's he meant to rom you
if you're not
coming? But I guess like the aisle moment was the one kind of moment when she was put, all she had to do was stand or walk, and he had to stand, and then she's kind of put into that moment of being in a rom-com or being a princess, and she didn't have to give anything, she just had to walk up, and he just had to look at her, and they ruined that.
But also, like, if we're focusing on the com, it's a funny moment. And
that is a funny moment.
It's so Hugh Grant that he forgot the fucking rings, and then he's turned up late. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm chewing gum. Oh my god, I'm a man. Men are always depicted as, that's what I mean, men are always depicted as stupid. Oh my god, I'm a man. I'm English. Quick segue. Just really quick. Daisy's brother was at a wedding, and he somehow, I can't remember to go into it, he set on fire. There was a pool next to him. He jumped in it really quickly, came up, got out, and then went, I'm English.
Because the wedding was in Greece.
Because the wedding is in Greece. And then everyone went, way. I'm English is so funny. What am I talking about?
Oh god. It's never a quick segue. Now my brain's like, oh,
sorry.
I just find it hard to imagine her having a relationship with anyone if she can't have one conversation. I understand if you're completely icked and like have no vibe, but it would still be less painful to just be like,
how many pets
like people
do you have?
like you do with some of your funny colleagues, be like, oh, where did you go to school? Do you like movies? Just ask some fucking questions so you can get through the day.
There, mute.
Yeah, being like, like to go into your new flat and not even be like, oh, this is nice. Just be like,
I hope she leaves, because I'm like, why are you here?
It looks like it's agonizing for him.
It's awful.
And now it's really annoying that his sisters have done that stupid thing of putting out nasty messages about her, because now
she can hold on to that and say, But it does look like from the preview of the CC that
she's going to get told off.
The experts aren't buying it.
Thank the Lord.
Come on, experts, do your thing.
I just feel really sad for him that he like lost his dad and
now he's just got this
shit girl. Just dealing with this, and like he must be looking around like. Relatively, it's quite a successful year so far.
It's so successful.
Everyone fancies each other. It's exciting. I'm so glad that they've done that. It's way more fun to watch.
Oh my God, it is way more fun to watch. I want to see real couples. What did I say?
Oh my God.
What did I say, everyone? I told you there was something fishy about that man. I was right.
The old man.
Fuck, I love getting it right.
Oh.
I knew he was a wrong un.
Oh,
his red flags are she talks too much, she makes too many crude jokes. What else?
And I'm used to someone more conservative because I'm very conservative.
Okay.
What does that actually mean? Conservative small c, conservative racist big C.
Yeah, we need to know.
Yeah,
there's a difference.
We do.
And she's so gorgeous and so nice. She's just a lovely Australian woman.
Just lovely.
And she was saying when the girls, she said she was breaking up arguments, and she was saying, I don't trust Mel. I don't know why Brook and I don't know why Mel's doing that, and I'm not sure what's going on with the others.
Yeah, she was having a good read on everybody.
Yeah, she was being sensible.
I just hate seeing, it's like the thing that Rachel, which I'm so excited to talk about. Oh Rachel was afraid of being perceived as too much, which hasn't happened.
Yeah.
But that is what's happening to her, whose name I can't remember. Rebecca. And he's called Steve. Rebecca and Steve. That is what's happening to Rebecca. This horrible thing of she's too much. There's no downtime, which just basically means like, I want her to not exist for a while. Like, it's just like she's a person. You can't turn her off.
Yeah. Oh my God,
like
it's so true. Yeah, go fucking buy a sex doll if you want that.
I just think she's lovely, and I'm just so sad. I just want to see
an
older woman having a good time on the show.
I hate that men can just think they can say this kind of shit about women. Like, sorry, that's so basic, but like, what do you mean? She's lovely. She's gorgeous. She seems so nice. She might be a bit chatty. Maybe you could just say, I think I might need do you mind if I just have a little bit of downtime? I wouldn't mind going and reading my book for a bit.
Yeah, I'd understand if that was the focus, like the energy levels and the downtime.
Yeah.
But to bring it round to like, she needs to, like, she's way too crude and she's like over sexual.
And then immediately, as we can see from the preview, going to the experts and saying everything is perfect, no problems. And all the boys are like, what the fuck? I also think this group of boys is relatively unproblematic. There's quite a few problematic ones.
Quite a few problems, but they're emoting with each other in this challenge. It was weird. And like, they were also, when he went up and said, loads of green flags, but let's get to the red flags.
Everyone was like, whoa.
Yeah, hang on. Let's hear the green flags.
Like, they all seem to maybe not be there for the right reasons, but they're supporting each other, and they're not just like egging each other on into like locker room talk.
Yeah.
I mean, it might just be a show because it's early on in the season. But I don't know.
Danny especially, who have not got a lot of time for. No, like, I don't trust him at all in the Beck situation.
No.
I don't believe anything that he ordered Beck say.
Oh my God.
He was being very lovely to the boys.
Especially to Stephen.
He was being so lovely to Stephen, saying, we all wish we had a personality like you.
Which was a bit patronising, but I think he meant it from a good place, and Stephen fucking loved it.
Can we talk about them?
Please. They are my favourite.
I love them, Rachel and Stephen.
I love Rachel and Stephen.
Oh my God.
I didn't expect it to be going this well, but Revelations Week has really turned things around for them.
It was amazing. No one else had that reaction of empathizing with what they were talking about, and not just looking for like, how does it affect me? Like, what does it mean for me? They both really listened to the like past traumas that they were discussing in their audition tapes and got emotional about each other, and then went in with the plan to like really make each other feel secure. And it was so lovely.
I'm so impressed by him, like the way he's talking to her and making sure she feels heard. And I'm so amazed by her being so generous with her, comfort and emotion towards him. And then they brought Cameron.
They bought Cameron the fish.
I love Cameron.
And there was such a spark that lit up when they had that conversation, and she said, "You're wonderful just the way you are," and he said, "You're so beautiful," and they held hands.
Yeah, the hand holding was just so natural, and they suddenly looked like a unit rather than two individual people, which they had up to this point looked like.
Yeah.
They have a connection.
They're both like awkward and communicate in a funny way sometimes, but they were just lighting up and seeming so much more comfortable. He's got such a lovely smile when he's like really, really happy. He's got funny spiky outy hair and funny clothes.
Yeah, but that's okay. Those things can be edited.
I think they could work. I hope they do.
I hope they do too. Should we talk about Danny and Beck?
No. God.
This is just a tragic situation. Beck is mad. She's totally mad.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Danny is also awful, but I'm just thinking about all the things at Beck that are driving me a bit nuts.
Yeah.
Any moment she has in front of a group of people, she will take it to use all of the phrases that she's learnt from reality TV to make it sound like she's got a good relationship, being like, he's my best friend.
Yeah.
He makes me feel so safe.
I completely trust him with every ounce of my body. I'm like,
I wouldn't.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because I think he shagged you and then stared at another girl's bum for ages and then is like, no, I haven't got not too much sexual chemistry. Doesn't sound like someone who's going to keep your heart safe forever. Like,
let it go, girl.
Let it go.
Yeah.
It's really sad because he is like, kind of breadcrumbing her, like giving her just enough.
Massively. And then making her feel like she's the only one when she's not to him.
No. The throwing the pictures out of the window thing was quite clever and manipulative from him, because she's like, oh my God, I'm so far ahead of the list that you've thrown everyone else out. And it's like, no, he's just decided not to do the ranking.
Because he's too scared, because he wouldn't put you that far up.
It was really sad to see her in the dinner party lying through her teeth.
Completely lying.
And I understand why she might feel defensive when she's got Gia staring at her the whole time. Her and Gia, I can't be doing with either of them. Like,
I'm never on either of their sides.
No, they're both nasty, and I also understand why they both find the other one's actions horrible, because they're just both being horrible to each other.
Yeah.
For no reason. You don't need to. This is a waste of time.
Totally.
This is just like, and also Gia, Beck is clearly having a shit time. Do you need to like kick her when she's down so much?
They keep saying, he was looking at me because I'm hot. He was looking at me because I've got big tits. Yeah. He was looking at me because I've got a nice ass. Blah, blah, blah. Girl. I didn't know who it was going to be. I knew there was going to be a kind of abrasive girl that we'd end up liking. We thought it might be Gia, but it turns out it was Alyssa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that I like Alyssa.
I'm a huge fan of Alyssa.
Yeah.
She seems very sweet. I'd be scared of her, but I like her.
Another one whose relationship I completely believe. Yeah. And Brook and Gia are trying to say they've got a showmance.
Oh my God, yeah. And like for bringing up that he'd said he didn't want to have sex.
Yeah.
No matter who it was. But she was like, well, it felt right and we wanted to. Like, it's just like so weird
also
trying to make him sound like he's lying. And I'm like, he's not going to lie and have sex all of a sudden.
It's just a really horrible thing to say, to shout at someone in front of everybody. It's weird.
It is. It's really embarrassing. Like, it shouldn't be embarrassing, but they're trying to embarrass her is my point.
Yeah. Also, they admitted, she was like, I jumped him. Like, they admitted that she pushed it.
Yeah.
He might have been, because he's religious, he might have been imagining holding off, I don't know.
Yeah.
For longer. And then the mood took them. So like what he said before it happened doesn't apply to now. I just think they're cute together. And she is a little bit crazy, put on a big Regina George act, but she's not actually Regina George.
No.
Brooke is apparently
suddenly Regina George. Yeah. Brooke, I thought you were supporting women.
Oh my God.
But it just turns out we said Brooke shouldn't be having a glass of wine.
Yeah. Also surprised that Brooke and Chris haven't kissed yet. I thought that they would have.
Like an old married couple, but I also think they might be acting like that for the cameras.
Oh, you think they've got a showmance? I think
someone else might have a showmance, because I am really thinking that Brooke is... I don't believe Brooke's intentions. And I don't think I did from the start, because I was like, she's a model and she looks like she should be on Australia's Next Top Model, but that show doesn't exist anymore. What does exist is MAFS Australia. But as we learned from the America's Next Top Model documentary, going on a reality TV show isn't exactly the best way to forward your career as a model.
It's true.
So I'm intrigued, because I'm like, do you want a serious thing? You don't seem to have any hardships that would lead you. It's always people with the hardships, something that's really bad that's happened to them, that makes them want to go for a new relationship.
She did say she's been cheated on by everyone she's been with.
That's true, actually. That is quite bad.
So, but you wouldn't think, so like, MAFS is going to be the solution to that.
Maybe I think she's cut off or a bit cold emotionally, but that might be because she needs to protect her heart.
She could be in bad circles because of the modelling and like being, people taking advantage or like assuming stuff about her. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we didn't make any assumptions, and then she proved us that we should have.
I know. I think she's gonna. It looks like she's already forgiven him. I think she's gonna forgive him for the audition tape. I'm glad she's punishing him, and I'm really glad she said, "Go and tell your mother what you said." Yeah, that's really good. Even though she's gonna watch it on the telly anyway, but like, he genuinely looks ashamed, or maybe not ashamed, regretful that he's like, damn, I could have been with this girl. Yeah. Annoying that all it takes is like a completely perfect model to I know, to be like, you're not going to be able to kiss me now, for men to at least perform being better. I do believe, I'm glad he said like, oh, I'm just used to trying to like impress the boys and like banter with the boys. Like, I do believe that he maybe isn't as nasty as he tried to seem, but
he also like got on the show probably because of that.
Yeah, and I think he knew that he had to do that. Yeah, he had to play a villain. And I love that she said, I can't believe he said he doesn't like clingy people. He's so clingy, which is so true.
I love that. He is really clingy.
He's really such clingy vibes.
Strange situations all around.
We haven't spoken about Gia and Scott and the child situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Scott. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
I just know that he likes
anything about
boobs and arse, as he keeps
love
saying.
Your boobs and your arse.
But I don't think you can... It would be weird if someone was going around saying, what I really want is somebody with a stepchild that I can parent. It's like...
A child that you can step-parent.
Yeah, there we go. The love for the partner comes first, and then you love the child because you love the partner.
Yeah.
I mean, Rebecca did say, I'd love it if he has kids. Yeah. Because she's got kids, so she's just, I guess, picturing a melded family. Yeah. But then conversely, I completely understand, and it's good that people like Gia get their backs up. Yeah. Is that the saying? When they feel any kind of threat to that, like they should be protective of their child. But he's not going to be going around saying, oh, please set me up with someone with an 8-year-old kid. Like,
and if he is, that sounds,
I'd
run.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something also just so weird about like, it's fucked. It's obviously a fucked up, patriarchal issue that single mums end up being the ones who have like the burden of the child and like have baggage, and like I think it is naive to assume that having, and I don't think anyone does assume this, but we want to think otherwise, but like obviously it makes it more complicated. Yeah, it makes any relationship more complicated. So like you said, you really have to like that person in order to accept their kids, because it changes everything about your relationship.
It's like they want them to be like, oh, there isn't even anything that I have to consider about that in the first place. I'm just like, the fact that they can't admit, okay, this is an extra thing that we have to deal with, but because I love you, I'm going. It's like, I guess I might have felt like that at times with us, like, oh, I'm sorry that you have to deal with me, like sometimes processing things really slowly, or like speaking slowly, or like, I don't know, certain stuff to do with my particular wonky brain, that I would have rather it wasn't something that you have to. I know you love that because you love me. Yeah. But it probably would be easier if I didn't do certain things a certain way. I don't know how to describe
there's
it.
also loads of things, about me as well, that it would be easier and maybe would be off-putting if you didn't love me. Like, about me.
It's like, objectively, we would get out of the house quicker if, things that both of us do didn't happen. If you didn't suddenly clean the whole house before we have to do another job, or if I just didn't take a million hours to do anything.
Yeah.
But we can't pretend that we're like, you're like, I really wanted to find somebody who doesn't know, like, takes 2 hours to do the food shop.
I mean, okay, actually,
but now you love that you do actually love all those things about me.
And another perfect example is, before we got together, I was saying to everyone, like, I want to just find someone that slots into my life perfectly. I don't want to change anything about my life.
Exactly.
I love where I live. I love my job. Blah, 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 blah. And then now I live in Wales with you.
Literally the opposite.
So, like, Scott is really right that you do kind of have to know a person before you can say, I want that thing.
Yeah.
I also think he was also doing that thing where he's playing it up to the cameras, but he also wasn't as bad. Like, he could have said, and he was right. He was like, I could have said, I actively don't want anyone with children. And I didn't say that.
Yeah, he was like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It wasn't that bad. I understand why she had a strong reaction.
But that's just a protective reaction, right?
That is.
I also think they needed that because they were pretending they were the fucking power couple, and I don't even think they barely spoken about anything. So how could they be?
But what was bad was that he forgot her daughter's name.
Okay, after all of that defense of him, he doesn't know her daughter's name.
But I do slightly understand that
well, that works for you.
If he thought, shit, I've forgotten, you can't then ask because. But she said he has, which I'm very glad that he has, and that they seem to have navigated that moment because bloody hell, that is not good.
So your power couple, are you? There we go.
Oh,
what a great season!
It's great. Such richness in these couples.
I can't wait for the CT.
So excited.
I really can't wait.
Always missed Mel. It's always lovely to see Mel.
I just feel like she's an old friend. I love seeing Mel. She looked gorgeous in that dress. I can't wait to see her in the CT.
Did.
Oh, love you, Mel. John Aiken, you're all right.
Yeah.
Alessandra, we love you.
Yeah, sexy Alessandra.
John Aiken, as I've said before, he's getting better at this job.
Yes, it's true. I'm glad they framed the photo ranking in a different way this week.
Yes, he actually said this is a challenge to see how our couples handle difficult situations.
Yeah, and to challenge their emotional intelligence.
To think about how it affects their partner, the decisions that they make. I was like, finally, you're actually admitting what this is, because it isn't ranking who you find most attractive. There's more to it than that.
Yeah.
But then I love that they just kept saying, I can't remember who it was. Was it Mel who didn't rank Luke the highest? Mel is the only person in the experiment not to rank her spouse the highest in the challenge.
Oh my God.
He was upset about that, but we were saying it would have been so weird if she did.
Freaky, yeah. I think second place was probably perfect.
I agree.
Well, I need some breakfast in my belly right now.
Me too.
Let's bloody go.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.